Education in Africa faces significant challenges that hinder the continent's development and the well-being of its people. These challenges stem from a complex mix of historical factors, including the legacy of colonialism and current issues like political instability and a lack of resources. The result is a system where many children, especially those in rural areas, are not getting the quality education they need to succeed. One of the biggest problems is the lasting impact of colonialism. European-style education systems were introduced during colonial times, often overshadowing traditional African methods of learning. Even after independence, these systems have persisted, sometimes failing to adapt to the specific needs and contexts of African communities. This has led to a disconnect between what is taught in schools and the skills needed to thrive in local economies. Adding to these historical challenges are modern issues like political instability and armed conflicts. These conflicts disrupt education, displace families, and destroy school infrastructure, making it difficult for children to attend school regularly or receive a quality education. Furthermore, a lack of effective educational strategies that address globalization and other modern challenges further slows progress. Inequality is another major obstacle. Even though the quality of education has improved since colonial times, disparities still exist based on region, economic status, race, and gender. Children from wealthier families and urban areas often have access to better schools, more resources, and more qualified teachers, while those from poorer families and rural areas are left behind. For example, the Africa Learning Barometer indicates that only about half of the school-aged children in sub-Saharan Africa are gaining the basic skills they need. If you're a poor female child in a rural area, you're even less likely to receive a quality education. These gaps are particularly noticeable in countries like South Africa, Uganda, Malawi, Zimbabwe, Lesotho, and Botswana. Rural schools often struggle with fewer qualified teachers and a shortage of teachers overall. Teachers often prefer to work in urban areas because they offer better opportunities, higher incomes, and a higher quality of life. Rural areas, on the other hand, often lack basic infrastructure and social services, making it difficult for teachers to live and work there. This also affects students, as getting to school can be a challenge, and illness can force them to drop out. Poverty also plays a significant role. Africa has some of the highest rates of extreme poverty in the world, with many countries having poverty rates above 30%, economic instability, high unemployment, and income inequality all contribute to this problem. In sub-Saharan Africa, youth unemployment is especially high, making it difficult for young people to find stable jobs. The consequences of poor education are far-reaching. It limits economic growth, perpetuates poverty, and hinders social development. When people lack basic skills like reading, writing, and math, they are less able to participate in the workforce, start businesses, and contribute to their communities. This creates a cycle of poverty that is difficult to break. To address these challenges, African governments need to invest in education and implement policies that reduce poverty and inequality. This includes improving infrastructure in rural areas, providing better healthcare and sanitation, and modernizing the agricultural sector. It also means addressing gender inequality and ensuring that girls have equal access to education. By prioritizing education and addressing the root causes of poverty, Africa can unlock its potential and create a brighter future for its people.